Welcome to Rokk Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rokk? Just do it. I mean, what's stopping you? Happy middle of the week. What do they call this? Bump day? Some people call it bump day, don't they? Wednesday either way. I hope you are well. I hope you've had a fantastic 2 previous days to the week. Of course, yesterday was Rokk Show. Hang on. Oh, yes. It was made for me. You see what happened there? Do you see that, guys? Ah, what a day. I've had a really busy day of meetings, which is something that it's kind of been missing for me since lockdown, and I've got a whole week of them. I've got 3 tomorrow, including a networking event, which I haven't been on forever and ever and ever and ever. How are you guys? Let's have a quick... Oh, Ray is straight in with a hit that thumb for Rokk. Oh, bless you, my friend. I hope you're well, dude. Ray's got this new setup. He's got like 2 monitors and this glowy PC with lights and stuff. I tell you, He truly is a cyborg now. He's got it all going down. Good to see you guys. And we've got PyCon. He's not only is PyCon here, but he's on Twitch as well. Yoo-hoo! I changed the Twitch name, by the way. I don't know if it's going to be an issue for you guys. So it was Rokk Shows, the same as my YouTube. I never wanted it to be Rokk Shows on YouTube, but YouTube wouldn't let me drop the S. Even though nobody is using it. It's some 10-year-old account that has not been active for the longest time, but they wouldn't let me change it, the blighters. So I made everything Rokk Shows, and then I thought, oh no, it really grates. I don't like it. So I changed it back. It's now Rokk Show on its own. Just Rokk Show as it goes. I'm just trying to... everything's set up today, guys. I don't need to mess about with anything. I've got you all going on, and I can prove it. So, Mugen Live is here. Guten Abend, mein Freund. Hope you're well. Look, it's got a little M. And would that be... That wouldn't be a Stadia controller, would it? Where's my... Let me go and grab one first, so I can remember from the old days. There we go. There it is. I can't go on. Oh dear, less than a week now, guys. It's a week today. Kind of get away with it, wouldn't you, Mugen? It's sort of got the thing going on. Bless them. Bless them all. Of course, Stadia Destiny died on Stadia yesterday. So Tuesday's the day when they tend to do all their updates, Bungie. So they obviously just hit the kill switch, and that was the end of it. No more Destiny on Stadia. I'd be surprised, to be fair, whether there are that many people still doing anything on Stadia. There's a few people doing catch-up stuff. You know, I've kind of got the last part of a game. I need to get it out of the way. A bit of that going on. But I would have thought most people by now would be playing Destiny elsewhere. I mean, it's a free-to-play, right? So it's not like it's costing you. And you can migrate. I mean, it's cross-platform. So you can play wherever you want to. You can migrate your data and stuff. So I think the only thing they didn't do, which annoyed me somewhat, was if you've bought a season pass on Stadia, for example, multiple season passes, you could do that. They stay there, as far as I know. So if you then went to PC or Xbox or PlayStation, your season passes didn't go with you. I thought that was a bit annoying, given what Ubisoft and others have done nicely to help us all out. But hey ho, of course they're now owned by Sony as well. So see, maybe that's the problem. Maybe that is it. Bjorn Brorson, my friend. Guten. It's not far off for you, is it? Let me just Google it a second. Hang on. Good day in Swedish. Let's have a look what we got here. God dag, like guten Tag, good duck, like good dog in many ways, you could say. How about good evening? Let me do, because he's actually an hour ahead of me, so he's kicking about now in the land of the future. Hope you're keeping it warm for us, dude. Good kväll. Let me just hear this. Hang on. Good kväll. How's that? Good kväll. Let me do it again. Good kväll. I think that's pretty good. Come on, marks out of 10. Give us good high marks, duty. Hi, everybody. That's me. That's me there, look. And howdy. That was me, but on Twitch, getting it in as well, as you do. Al, how are you, dude? Al was the recipient of the much coveted Raise Praise Award on Rokk Show yesterday. Well done, my friend. Much deserved. I didn't realise he had 2 Twitter accounts. I was looking for code Z and I couldn't find you, so I sent it to your other one. But fantastic. I don't know how many people have ever received a Raise Praise, but I'm guessing it's got to be about 15, I reckon. It can't be many more than that. We did do an alumni session once where we brought in, I think there were 9 people. But it's great to get it back, and so many people love it as well. It's a great little segment. And what are you thinking of young David? I don't think he's in yet, so we can talk candidly. You're liking him. He's a lovely fella, isn't he? And, you know, he's got a load of knowledge as well, and he's picking it up, and he's super keen. I think he's a great band member. Alex, all the way from Chihuahua in Mexico. Hope you're well, my friend. I hope you are super duper. Bjorn says he's just got back from EA Remake charity event. Oh, they're donating 10 PlayStation keys. That's amazing, brother. Absolutely superb. Do you know for what games or anything yet? Have they told you? Or is it just whatever? Is it whatever, as they used to say? Whatever. Miss T22 on YouTube and Twitch. Great to see you. Well done. Get 'em in. Get 'em in. Could you guys turn up if I stopped giving away games? I hope. I'd like to think you would. I'd like to think that you'd think, oh, I quite enjoy going in to see old Rokk. He's, he's a chilling force and he's a bit of a chap. He reminds me of my old uncle. That's what I'd like to think. Think that you will of EA. The people who work there are awesome. I don't think anything ill of them, my friend. I don't prescribe to any damaging negativity towards any platform. Businesses are businesses, aren't they? And of course the people that work there will be idiots there, but there will be super nice people, and particularly the ones that deal with you on the communication front. They're bound to be nice folk, aren't they? Just to let you know, guys, we have 23 minutes left, 23 and a half minutes left of the giveaway for today. So I'm doing a shorter show, will run the full hour, but I think I've been doing 40-minute giveaway sessions, and we're gonna knock it down to half an hour today. It may even have been 25 minutes. No, it must have been half an hour. So that's 23 minutes gone to get in. We've got Bjorn's in there, Mugen Live. Interestingly, I'm not seeing any Twitch. Is anybody, see, Miss T22 did a Twitch. I'm not seeing them over here. Let me refresh. Refreshing. Oh, that's refreshing. I'm not seeing any Twitches again. Do you remember we had this back along? Only we were getting Twitch and not YouTube. Huh? So on that front, guys, bear in mind that I'm not seeing any Twitch entries. Don't worry too much about entering over at Twitch. I can see Miss T22 had, because I've got the chat up, and Moonlit on the Bay, she's straight over there, young Tracy. But Trace, I'm not seeing any Twitch entries. So for today, let's keep it as YouTube only. I don't know why. I'm super sorry. There's not a lot I can do about it. From whence I sit, so we'll make that YouTube only. And my apologies, send my apologies. If you wish to send a stiff letter to complain, you're more than welcome. Send it to Bjorn in Copenhagen, Denmark, north of Sweden, south of Java, east of Krakatoa. Any of those addresses will not go to me. Right, my chat just filled up with a whole bunch of new chat, which is cool. Correcus Lorand is in with the win. Good on you, my friend. Bjorn, I can see you've had a meeting. Yes, I have got the old meeting garb on today, my friend. Well spotted. I've got another 3 tomorrow, and tomorrow night I might have to turn up in this show in a suit, because I'm going to a networking event straight after. I'll have to be dead on. We'll have to kill the show dead on tomorrow. And Bjorn, I'm hoping to be back in time for players, but I can't promise, my friend. So I know Holtz is definitely in, though. Hey, look who it is. It's D.D. Wilson. Little Davey D, how are you, bro? Howdy, hello, and hey there, folks. Yeah, good on you, my friend. Great show last night, by the way, David. I really enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Lots of very kind words after, which is always nice to see, and all slotting in nicely. The chemistry was already there, which is why I knew it was happening. Korekis is so hyped for the 4080 GeForce Now rig, new AV1 encoding. Yeah, absolutely. It will still work if you don't have AV1, by the way. It's just that it's optimized for AV1. This was the subject of much consternation on the GeForce Now Academy. I don't look the part in this, do I? Yeah, on the GeForce Discord. But we are reliably informed that don't get hung up. It's all going to be fine. And I've already said it. Good show. I thought I did very well. 9 out of 10, says Bjorn. Oh, I'll take that, mate. I'll take that. Love it. Hello, everyone in chat, and hi, Rokk. Hello. How are you, Tracy? I hope you're having a lovely day. I don't know which part of the US you're in, but it's either morning or afternoonish now. I mean, we just kicked into the afternoon if you're kind of East Coast. Oh, fly! Attack of the fly! Get out of here! Or it's 9:15 if you're over there on the West Coast. So I hope you're having a good one. Looking at good, look, it's the famous Rokk show, Suzanne. Oh, bless, that fly is determined. It's determined to get me, but it's not so much a fly as a little tiny creature. And you know that I aspire to Buddhist ideals, even though I'm not a Buddhist, and all creatures deserve a space on the earth. So I'll be shooing him away, but I won't be doing any damage to our little friend. Tracy, Demigoddess of Gaming, is in the drawer. Well done. I'm just going to refresh it and see if it suddenly picked up no twitches. God, this thing is so temperamental. So yeah, don't worry about the twitches today, guys. It's YouTube only. Oh, look at this. 5 FIFA Ultimate and 5 NHL Some Special Edition name. Let's call it NHL Some Special Edition. I love that. Let's go with that. Well done, my friend. You're working super duper hard on making that a cracking event. I can't wait. I'm in it. I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't decided yet which charity I'm going to represent, because as you guys know, historically, I've always gone with what used to be called cancer and leukemia in children, and it's not anymore. And I might go with a mental health charity, which is in keeping with what Bjorn, the whole ethos of the event. So I may go down the mental health route this time, and there's a number of fantastic charities for that, of course. But I may well do. I'll need to look at that. But it'll be a Tiltify jobby, and by the looks of it, we're all going to have some codes and stuff to give away. Well done on you, my friend. Well done to you, dude. Demi has received a ticket. Wilson is great. Yeah, well, you were a fan. I can see why Tom Hanks took a liking to him in that movie Castaway. Brilliant, Tracy. Fly. Actually, the fly wants to see what's happening here, guys. This fly wishes to have its own channel. Maybe it's Gamerfly. Actually, I think it may be a reincarnation of maybe a long-gone ancestor trying to tell me something like, don't fly this year, Rokk. It could all go terribly wrong. I would turn up if you stopped giving games. Oh, thanks, Tracy. I have no plans to for the immediate future. But at some point it may happen, mightn't it? Oh, hang on. There's more, Bjorn says. 2 FUT jerseys even. FUT. Football FIFA Ultimate. Oh, wow. Would they send them to folk, Bjorn, or are they going to send them to you and you've got to go through the whole expense of sending them on? That's the problem with physical stuff in giveaways, isn't it? Because we're dealing, of course, with our international audience. If you have to send anything by mail or courier, it costs. There will be a cost. And the worst thing that ever happened to me was, funny enough, I bought a Destiny t-shirt from Bungie. And it was really cool because it had my account name on it and stuff. It was really good. I didn't pay hugely for the tee. I mean, you know, I'm guessing on top of my head it was about $18. But when it turned up, the customs had slapped like a $50 excess on the darn thing. It was the most expensive t-shirt I've ever owned. Flippin' flippers. Joe, how are you, dude? Good to see you. I'm glad you got your tickets in. I'm sorry, guys, there is no Twitch today. So if anybody is down there, looks like we stopped it. Looks like we managed to stem the flow to Twitch, which is good news. Look, says Anne, it's the famous Rokk show. Why am I famous? What's been happening, Anne? Have I suddenly appeared on an advert for the next Marvel movie or something? That would be fame, wouldn't it? That's dinner done. Laters, folks. Now, I happen to know that Bjorn loves all that kind of throwaway stuff, you know, the kind of burgers and chips and things. I'm guessing it's kind of in that space. That's my guess. You see, I know. I like to go for healthy. So we had spaghetti bolognese last night. No, we didn't. I lied. We had that the night before. What did we have last night? Oh, fajitas. Now, my family, the unit, they all had the pucker fajitas, you know, with the wraps and the guacamole and the tortilla chips and the cheese and the whole thing. Well, of course, I can't have any of that. I'm on my keto. So I had to just have the mix, but it was delicious. So I had the chicken in the sauce on a bed of bean sprouts. Oh. Bean sprouts has kind of become my replacement for pasta. So when they were having spaghetti bolognese the day before, I had spaghetti bolognese with bean sprouts and beef. So yeah, but it's good. I've lost 7 pounds. So well on the way to get rid of that stone from Christmas. Bless him. Had a great time with you all as usual, says David. Always excited for William's Wanger. Mate, it was good. I mean, what I loved about yesterday was we finally kind of, everyone's got their own little slot now. So we brought back Ray's Praise and that was great. And we got Al in there. I've just got to think about how because what we used to do is we would have Ray's little stinger. And then Ray would go, and my praise today goes to, and then we'd bring up the name and their channel and stuff. But in yesterday's show, as soon as we finished the stinger and it went to Ray, it had up Al's channel. So it kind of took away his ability to say who it was. So I'm just thinking about how to handle that. Maybe I'll hide it next time. Or we might have an intermittent scene where Ray is bigger and he goes, yeah, you know, and today's praise a guy that I'm much loved for, blah, blah, blah. And then we go to another scene. I might do that. There's lots we can do. Smash the fly, says Demi. She's having none of the Buddhism. She's having none of the let all little creatures live stuff. No, he's all right. I can see him. He's actually sat down there. It's a tiny little fella. You know, what do you call them? Like a little midge. Like a little tiny fruit fly is what he actually is, I think. Of course, they breed like you wouldn't believe. If you get a little fruit fly from the bin, because you see, I have a window here. And if I open it, there, it's right above the bins outside, you know, where the trash goes, including the food trash. So there's little fellas who've managed to escape as a bin lid has been lifted up. They wait on my window. They see the lights and the cameras and the action, and they want a slice of it. And as soon as I open the window, in they come. I don't know how long this little guy's been here, this little fruit fly fella. He must have been here for a while. He's just taking a little nap at the moment on a piece of plastic he's found. That's all right, bro. You just enjoy the show. But he can't do giveaways because he hasn't got long enough fingers. Trace is on the East Coast. There you go. So for Trace, it's now 22 minutes past your midday. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, look, another of our international superstars, Young Dre, is with us from España. How are you, my friend? You've still got all the heat and stuff going on, brother, haven't you? You've still got temperatures and things, whereas it's a bit warmer here. I think it was 9 degrees over the weekend. Hang on, let me consult the weather. Okay, here we are. 11 degrees in my vicinity. It says it's a UV index low, of course. What's it going to be like then for the rest of the week? Let me have a look. Tomorrow, Thursday. Oh, rain and wind. Oh no, there's a 94% chance of rain. Friday, some sunshine hidden behind the clouds. Saturday, it's a bit of rain and then it's lovely. So I might get a bit of block. I need to edit. I did some rock around the block stuff. I need to edit it and get it up before I record anymore. I'm terrible. I'm terrible for all that malarkey. Bought myself a new laptop yesterday, folks. I can now do video on my laptop. So I can chill out in the lounge, put my feet up, cup of decaf, let the old bean sprouts do their thing and get some editing going. I'm going to be doing that. Martin, all the way from Norvège. I wonder if it's the same for you. God kväll. Is that similar for you, my friend? God kväll. Would you say the same thing for good evening in Norvège? Rokk, yes. Ubisoft Plus might be available soon on Xbox. Hang on, I lost you. Let me bring you back. Your 15 seconds of fame. That's all I give you. There he is. The store backend just updated and a whole bunch of Ubisoft titles got a new unknown free tag. Ooh, counting down to January the 16th to 17th, which is next week, isn't it? It's funny you should say that, Martin. We were talking about Ubisoft. We finally got, didn't we? We got back along the fact that as much as I desperately want to say Ubisoft, actually they pronounce it Ubisoft. But yeah, last week we were talking about this. Well, yesterday we were certainly talking about it. And as it happened, get some of that. Get some of that rap. It's not rap, it's house. Is it house? Is it street dub? Is it dub? Is it rubber dub? I don't know. Anyway, I was saying on last night's show, it seems they've almost flipped their model in the sense of offering games as part of an existing subscription. So if you have PlayStation Premium or PlayStation Plus, you have access to Ubisoft Classic, they call it, which is kind of every game except the brand new ones or the recent ones, which is Sony's model anyway. They're all their cloud stuff and none of the new stuff is on there. And then I think it's going to go the same way with Xbox, Martin, the same as you can play selected EA titles in there as well. I suspect they're going to have, as part of their subscription, I think that this has been the sticking point for both Sony and Microsoft, in as much as they've said, guys, we don't mind you bringing an audience to us and then playing your games, but we're not letting you sell your subscription service like Stadia did or Amazon's done. You can have a half of a penny on each of those played games. I think that's what they're doing. We also found out, of course, the other day, I think it was Monday we covered it, that it looks like Ubisoft are about to announce new 3 tiers to their single current tier, Ubisoft Plus. I think it was gold, silver and platinum from memory. So I'm still anticipating that's going to include a cloud solution of their own. So we'll see. But yeah, I think 16th to the 17th is a good shout. I'm just trying to work this out. So the 18th, 15th is Sunday, 16th is Monday, 17th is Tuesday, 18th Wednesday. So next Wednesday is the switch off point for the Stadia service. I don't know what time of the day that's going to happen. Given that they are on the West Coast, it may not happen until midnight on the 18th, which would be actually early the morning of the 19th for us in Europe. I don't know. So that will be interesting to see what happens. But I can't think who it was said it last night. It may have been David, actually, who was saying, or someone in the chat said, maybe we're about to see a bunch of announcements the day after Stadia collapses, to do with things like Ubisoft announcing their tiers and their cloud structure. Because then Stadia's gone, they don't need to, it's not going to muddy the water. Who knows? Xbox confirms Starfield standalone show. Yeah, that was semi-confirmed on Monday. They're talking about it coming out in a little while, aren't they? £7, Rokk. Hand off to you, matey. That's great. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, so I put on just under a stone, really, from the point where, and that's £14 for my American friends, from the point where I stopped dieting, which was early December, to Christmas. Well, I kind of knew winter, you can't help it. We're all hibernating bears. We stock up on the carbs and the rubbish and the fat. Because, historically in our primeval times, food was a slim pickin' this time of year. So we can't help it. It's a natural thing. You kind of stock up. And I knew Christmas was coming, and there would be lots of food and chockies and stuff. So I just thought there's no point in fighting it. Let it go. And then I picked it up and I've knocked it down £7. I'll get rid of the other 7 by end of the month, maybe, I hope. And then I'll maintain it for the rest of the year. So that's all good. Thank you, my friend. Bruce is in the house. How are you, dude? Hello to you too, my friend. How is life in Canada? Very good weather there, says Dre. Yeah, man, you're usually up in the late teens, early 20s, aren't you? You're, am I right in saying you're mid-Spain? Am I right in saying that? I seem to remember you saying something maybe about Barcelona or in that part of the world. David says that was got from... Oh, yes, it was. There's more of a story to it than that, my friend, and thank you for spotting it. So one of my favourite current existing presenters on radio is a guy called Nick Abbott, and he does a show on Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night on LBC. He's a genius. He's been going a long time. They put him on late at night, but he has a huge following. He's hilarious. You can pick him up. If you obviously aren't in the UK, he does loads of podcasts. Just check out Nick Abbott on Spotify. But he does a great show, and one of the things he does, and I think one of the reasons for his success is he has a million catchphrases and things that he does, and he does them all the time. He has like his own little soundboard, and he just throws in sounds. It's brilliant the way he does it. It's really, really clever. And one of the things he does, which is why I did that, at the top of his show, at the very beginning, he says, well, let's see what the weather's like in Glasgow. And then he goes quiet, and then you hear him go, do, 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 do. And what he's trying to do is that on hold music for the phone, do, 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 do. So I was copying him. I was absolutely, blatantly copying my hero, Nick Abbott. And that's what he was doing. Absolutely genius. But you're absolutely right. It was indeed the girl from Ipanema. You were absolutely on the case, my friend. And Tracy's also enamoured with you, dude. She's liking you. She's another one for the David. Feels like a 14. Oh no, a negative 14. What? That's cold. Ouch. Yeah, make sure you wrap up. Lots of thick thermal underwear is what you need. So Lucky, congrats on the new lappy Rokk. Yeah, I saved up for a long time for it. I bought myself a Windows laptop. Well, for Christmas, really. It was like a gift to myself. And it was a lovely piece of kit. And it was like, it's got like a 3060 GPU and an Intel i9. And on paper, it should have been like a really cool piece of kit. But when I came to edit video, it was like this. It was absolutely, you couldn't use it at all. I was gutted. So I sold it to my company. Because one of my team, she desperately needed a new PC. So I thought, right, you can have that one. And then I bought myself something even nicer. So, yeah, and it's working a treat. I'm loving it. Martin says it's rain in my town for the rest of the week. Oh, that's interesting, Martin. I wonder if you get the weather coming up through Eastern Europe, or do you get it coming across? See, we get a lot of our weather comes across from the States, from the Atlantic, and also up through from the Sahara sometimes as well in the UK. It can be quite weird. Can't wait for the Samsung Unpack event. Oh, when's that, Alex? Tell me more. I'm a Samsung. I've had a Samsung phone now for quite some time. I was an iPhone user since iPhone 3G until a few years ago, and then finances dictated that I stepped down and I went Android, and I love my S20. I had an S10 before, and I upgraded to a used but clean S20, and it's great. I love it in so many ways. Hey, Rudigs, how are you, bro? Galaxy S23 Ultra. There you go. That's a piece of kit you got there, my friend. Greetings, Barclay. Guten Abend, mein Freund. Another one of our fantastic Deutsche viewers. Thank you. Chariot, how are you, brother? Chariot, whereabouts are you in the States, my friend? I had this feeling you're East Coast as well, aren't you? Let me know, because I just love to know where people are. Yep, I think you're right about Ubisoft, says Martin. Guys, I think I'm just going to let you know the draw is over. So if you haven't got your exclamation mark win in, tough. Tough to you. Sadly, the Twitch didn't work. We got 14 entries. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, dudes. But anyway, I'll be copying those across in a little while into the wheel, and we can get over to the wheel. I've got one little bit of news. I'm not sure I can... Yeah, we'll do Larry. We'll do Larry for 5 minutes, and then we'll do the wheel. Curly! Hello, brother! How are you, mate? Buggy da! Is that how you say it? What do you say in Wales to say? Fly, I didn't mean to hurt you, dude. You caught me unawares. Oh, man, I'm going to get crucified by the Lord of the Flies. I know it's going to happen. Oh, no, he's alive. There he goes. He's alive. He's still going. Good on you, Fly. Tracy, happy Cloud Gamer. I'm relatively new to gaming, so don't own any Ubisoft titles yet, but they have some great looking options. Congrats on your upcoming windfalls of free goodies. Ubisoft are just amazing, Tracy. So there's a thing they have called Ubisoft Plus. And it's, oh God, I don't know how much it is in the States. It's about 30, it's about, let's call it $15 a month. That's not insubstantial. I absolutely agree with you. But if you could just rustle up 1 month's worth of $15, you can access tons of the best games, and you can play all that you want. You can fill your boots, and if you found a game that you really liked, then you could maybe look up for it in a sale. And most of them are available to play, or a lot of them, I shouldn't say most because that's not true, a lot of them are available to play on GeForce Now. So if you get your free account in for GeForce Now, you can even have a little crack at that as well. I would definitely recommend it. Rudig saw an article that said end of day. End of day what though, bro? You see, you lot and your local times assume the whole world. You're there sitting there thinking, well, I meant east, mate. And I'm thinking, well, that means nothing to me, brother. End of day could be end of day west, could be end of day east, could be end of day Bratislava Slavovic, for all I know. Yeah, great games, says Martin. Hey, it's young Wilhelm, all the way from Middle American Leicestershire. How are you, brother? I'm afraid you're too late, guys. Under exclamation mark when ended. You've got to get in quicker. Today was a 25-minute draw. I did say before, they're all going to be random times. Winstar, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, I am still in because he's a member. Yes, of course, my friend. Rokk, to be honest, we get weather from all angles. Yeah, I suppose you probably even get it coming down from the north, don't you? Which could be all your lovely fields and the mountains and stuff. You probably get a right old range of weather, to be fair. How was I with Good Kvil, by the way? Was that okay? Do you have a similar thing in Norway? Let me just check. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put Norwegian in. Let's do a Norwegian translation. Hang on a second. There it is. Let me see. Good evening. Good evening in Norwegian. Translate. Oh, I didn't do it. Good evening. Good kveld. Very similar. Just missing an accent. That's all. Good kveld. Oh, so if you learn Norwegian or Swedish, or I'm guessing Finnish or Icelandic or Greenlandish, then you could probably get away with having a good old chit chat with most folk, couldn't you? If you were down in that part of the world, checking out the Aurora Borealis, the beautiful northern lights, having a chat with Martin over a glass of pills or something. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'd have Bjorn over here. He'd be just knocking it. As long as it was alcohol, he wouldn't mind. But me and Martin, we'd be more discerning. So we would be sampling, the more quality brews, and maybe having some smorgasbord going on down here, talking about the sky. And Bjorn, he'd be thinking about his next move on his Dungeons and Dragons game with his mates. That's what would be going on. I'm absolutely convinced of it. Hey, oh, geek to sneak. Guys, I'm sorry, but exclamation mark win ended a while back. You got to be quick. Yeah, snooze and lose and all that malarkey. That's a great idea, Rokk. Yeah, just do it for a month, Tracy. $15. Get in there. You can play on GeForce Now for free. And, just try all the games. Try them all out. You've got Monopoly. I know you like a bit of Monopoly. You've got Wheel of Fortune. You've got all that stuff. You've got Valhalla. You've got all the Far Cries. So many fantastic games. I'm sure you will love it. Oh, I know, Geek. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But, you know, what have I got to do? You're a member, bro. You're already in. You're 100% guaranteed a ticket. And actually, the odds are, I think, to date, more actual members have won than not. So the odds are in your favour. Al says, GFN's socials are talking about alien invasions. Looks like a Destroy All Humans could be arriving this Thursday. Yeah, possibly. Embargo. What could I possibly say? Good dog. Nah, that's good day, mate. Good kväll. Super good. There you go, Martin. See, Martin knew. Yeah, see, dude. Thank you, brother. Just come over to Norway. I will. I promised. I will definitely come over. We talked about this the other day, but I so want to come across and do the whole of the kind of Nordic countries. I'd like to take like a month off, right? I'd like to fly over to Norway, do the Nordics, then maybe go down through Denmark into Europe, do a bit of Germany, maybe some of the Netherlands would be fantastic, Belgium, off into France, and I'd just love to do that. We've done the Med and the South to death. I want to be doing the North. See, Tracy loves Monopoly. I knew that, you see, Tracy, didn't I? Huh? I knew that. They have a whole bunch of Monopoly stuff going on there. Beer is good too. Actually, I prefer quality craft beer. He says Bjorn. He was having his dinner, getting his burger down, and he heard me maligning his taste in alcohol, and he came straight back on his phone. I'll not have this. I love a craft beer. I hope Destiny 2 finds its way to PS Cloud service. Yeah, it's a good shout, actually, Rudigs. I mean, something. Be interesting to see, won't it, what they end up doing now that they are owners of the thing. It's all about the craft, Bjorn, says Curly. Right, this will be the last. We're going to go over and do the news. Anthony says, okay, I'll try again. Does anyone know if the last day we can access Stadia will be this? Mate, I've covered this just now. Nobody knows. Rudig said the end of the day, and I said end of whose day? It's like this thing, nobody seems to appreciate that the world's days end at different times. My guess, because they are in California, it's going to be Ray's end of the day, which for you is going to be when you're asleep, I'm guessing, and for me it's going to be when I wake up. So I reckon it's more likely to be the 19th for you and I, mate. That's my honest. I think you'd be fine to do a show in your evening. That's my guess. Agreed, says Bjorn. Fallokorf today. What, that's your grub? That's a proper bit of Swedish food. That's more like it, dude. Now I'm loving it. It's a fun game for sure, Tracy. Yeah, it is. It's cool. Northern Lights, fantastic. I've never, ever seen them, Martin. And that's the truth, and I would love to. Rokk, when we come to you to find the news, I go find the exact time. Cheers, brother. By the end of the which day. Right, let's get the news. Now that you've embarrassed me into getting the news up. Oh, I just thought, you know what? I said I had everything working, didn't I? I've just realised I haven't got Larry set up. I've done everything except for little Larry. Yeah, little Larry. Where he is, news page. 1 second, guys. It's only one news item. We could do it super quick anyway. Right, here it is. Oh no, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Oh, yes. No, it's matron. There it is. Right, let's get over to Larry. Here we go. Everybody wave. Larry. Oh, hang on. No, you're still here, Rokk. Now he's here. Look at that. Woo! Let's come out of studio mode. Right, one very quick piece of news and then we'll move on. So, not really a bit of news, but it was interesting. I noticed earlier as I was perusing the news that, oh no, why won't it let me increase the size? I bought myself a new keyboard today, folks, as well. It's actually pretty cool. I love it. It's a Bluetooth. Here it is. It's a Bluetooth keyboard and it's got little chiclet keys. I was using, believe it or not, I was actually using this one. I have been using this one, which is a proper cabled Apple keyboard, which is they're super comfy. But I was getting fed up with hitting the wrong keys and, so I bought myself a Windows one, which is very nice. But for some reason, the Plus, it's not increasing the size. I wonder if it's because it's run out of battery. I haven't charged it yet. Right, here we go. No, I think I've run out of battery. Doesn't matter, I don't need to type anything. I'll read it out to you. Cloud gaming market size worth 42.35 billion and growing at a CAGR, capitalized annual growth rate of 41.7% by 2032. So 9 years from this year. Exclusive report by Persistence Market Research. Quite interesting. So they're reckoning that there's going to be growth, annual growth of 41% every year, year on year, up to 2032. I'm thinking that the cutoff point was a 10-year report. I doubt that they think it's going to suddenly end at that point. Takeaways from the market study: by device type, PCs and laptops will hold the largest market share of the cloud gaming market. Don't agree. I think it's just as much likely to be mobile. In fact, for certain regions, as we know, it's going to be 100% mobile. So that's kind of killed their rubbish market study. The market share of cloud gaming via smartphones, estimated to go up by 37%. Oh, all right. So they're saying 41% for PCs and laptops, 37% for mobile. Interesting. By gamer type, professional gamer segment is estimated to witness a staggering growth, 38.7%. Do you know, that kind of makes sense because they have poo-pooed it up until now and they are a massive latent market, aren't they? So once the world shifts to cloud, which it will, those are the guys that probably offer the biggest opportunity in terms of gaming type versus region. So that kind of makes sense. By region, North America is estimated to be the market leader for cloud gaming. I thought it was Canada, or was that just Stadia? With a share of 32.6%, followed by East Asia with 22.4% and Europe with 20%. I struggle with the US definition of Asia because when you guys refer to Asia, you're typically talking about India. And when we talk about Asia, we're typically talking about China. So I'm guessing if it's yahoofinance.com that you are referring to Eastern India. I wonder why Eastern particularly. I mean, what's wrong with that entire region? Cloud gaming solutions and services provided by organizations including Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Nintendo, Parsec. Who's Parsec? And the Gaming Project. Who's the Gaming Project? Users can access these cloud gaming providers' services. Who they missed? Sony. They didn't mention Sony. It's not much of a report, this, is it? Services through cell phones, PCs, game consoles and emulators. Games in the cloud are made to install and orchestrate servers quickly. I don't know who wrote this. I don't think it was particularly good. Anybody could slap this out, couldn't they? Persistence Market Research. It's probably one guy and a cat is what that is. What do you think, guys? What are your thoughts? Let's have a little sneaky look down the chat. Oh, love my quiet wireless mouse. Yeah, I've got a quiet. I actually specifically bought this one because it was quiet. It's TechNet. I've no idea who they are, but you can't hear it. It's really, really quiet. Love it. Because otherwise, when you're streaming, you get... a lot of people don't think about things like that, but yeah, I do as well, Demi. Readings, those market numbers include more than what we think. Apex Legends, for instance, is built into the cloud by Google Cloud, so it's not just cloud platforms, it's cloud devs. Cloud validation, how are you, my friend? I'm hearing some rumours, some yummy rumours, Ubisoft Plus coming to Xbox. Yeah, well, no, it's not new news in the sense that Xbox kind of said it was anyway a little while ago. It was more about when. We talked about this earlier, sorry mate. And equally with Sony. And what I was saying was, there seems to be a shift in the model. So with Stadia and Luna, it was a case of if you subscribe to Ubisoft Plus, you have access to those games on potentially Stadia, potentially Amazon Luna, and of course GeForce Now. What seems to happening is with PlayStation and Xbox, it seems to be if you have a PlayStation Plus account, and it might be premium, I'm not sure, and or a Game Pass / Game Pass Ultimate, you have access to Ubisoft games. So it's kind of a slight shift in the model, and I don't know what percentage of anything Ubisoft gets for that. Plus, we talked earlier in the week about the potential of the new 3 tiers that they're going to announce. So my guess is this week or next week, we're going to hear about their greater embedding into the existing consoles and what those 3 tiers will stand for. Definitely some changes coming, though. You're absolutely right. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, says Martin. So, just did see Final Fantasy 16 is coming to PC, not just PlayStation. So GeForce Now. Who knows, mate? I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? I'd love to say yes, but it's ultimately down to the devs and the relationships. It's very possible. We live in hope. Tracy, Demi, I just picked up the House Flipper game and a few DLCs for it, so I'll have to wait until next month. Oh yeah, I fancy getting the old House Flipper, but I noticed, I think it's available on PlayStation Plus, and I hadn't realised. If you've got a PlayStation account, guys, go and have a look at the games available, particularly not just in the cloud, but their overall library, and you'd be amazed how many games are in there. We get all excited. Wow, we've just seen this game has gone live, and then you check it out and it's been there forever. That's one I quite fancy, that one. Woohoo, says Debbie. Curly, it's written by somebody who's never played in the cloud. 100%, mate. I only saw the headline, thought it'd be quite an interesting piece. But checking that out, I don't think they know what they're talking about. Written by some AI bot. Yeah, they probably use that old CGTP chat thing, haven't they? What do they know? Right, let me copy these names out of the Streamlabs thingy bob here. And go across and pop them into the wheel. Right down the bottom, here we go. Right, pop and paste. Oh no, I just remembered I haven't got a freaking keyboard. Oh no, but don't worry, guys, because what I do have, I'm just bending over here a little bit. You don't mind if I whisper deeply into your ear, do you? How about a nice little, would you like it if I whispered? Is that nice? Does that chill you out? Does that give you ASMR vibes? Is that cool? Right, I know what I've got. I've got a little lead. I can plug it into the keyboard and it'll work instantly. I know it will. Oh, my keyboard fell over. In you go. In you go, little fella. Go on. There he is. Right, lovely jubbly. So let me just see if I can get it to... Yes, it works, or it should work, when it's... What? Where's me freaking... Oh no, I hit the back key. I've lost my wheel. My wheel! I lost my wheel. Hang on. Let me get my wheel back. I'm really disappointed. Amazing grace. There it is. Right, okay. So let me pop the names. Hopefully this... Oh, I've got to copy them first. Where's Streamlabs gone? Streamlabs. Copy. Shouldn't need to do all that stuff. Come back, Jack. To the bottom of this chat. There we go. Yes, it worked. Good. Whew. So that didn't work. Where's me flipping there? That one. That's the one I want. That's the one that I want. Ooh, honey. So why isn't it pasting then? There it is. Right. All my keys are in different places. Of course they are. Got a proper Windows keyboard now, dude. Just deleting those one ticket things. You know what it's all about. And I'll chat with the dude over at Streamlabs later as well and find out why it's dismissing Twitch again. Anybody that's possibly been watching Twitch today, how's the stream been? How's the stream been on YouTube as well? I downed the bitrate to see if that would help. I had a fairly high bitrate that was probably more akin to 4K than the 1440 that I've been using. Right, there they go. All the names, give them a little shuffle. And let's get the studio mode up so I can just make sure it's all good. Yeah, as I suspected, I'm all over the place. So we'll hide, bring that back. There we go. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Make it a little bit smaller. Right, let's get over to the wheel. Over to the wheel. Here we go. Bye, Larry. Here he is. Oh, look at me. All ghostly or angelic, some might say. Flawless on YouTube. Thanks, Curly. Thank you, my friend. Rudix, thanks for the info. Where's Rudix? Wait time for PC players for FF16 will be a year or more, according to the latest news. Oh, Struth. Yeah. Okay. A bit behind if you can't tell. I got the original game. Good. Right, we're all up to date. Once I upped 1440, I could see every hair in the beard. I know, it's a thing of beauty. It's a masterful beard. Should we do this? Where are we? 5 minutes. We've got a load of time, haven't we? So I've put everybody's name in the wheel, and it's all good. I think actually I forgot on. Nope, nothing to add. Let's spin it, shall we? Good luck, guys. Who's gonna win the game today? I used to have music. I don't know where my music went. And I used to have that logo in there. Don't know where that went either. Flipping thing. Right, it's coming to a stop. It's gone past William. Past Bjorn. Past Queen Rach. Past Alex. Let me guess where it's going to end. Could be Humble. Could even be David. Or could it be Curly today? Could it go all the way to Curly? You know, it flipping could. If it lands on me, I'll give it to you. The Simpsons. Well done, Curly. Curly gets the game. Nice one, dude. So, Mr. Davis. There we go, Curly. So, on to the next wheel with the games in. Woohoo! Curly, that's cool. That is cool. Here we go. Pow! It's all ready. Waiting and ready. Right, so we've got loads of congrats coming up. Thank you, guys. Curly, oh, it's my lucky day. Well, you haven't seen the game yet, brother. But it could be a good one. You just never know. Let me switch over. So there is the wheel of current games. The person who won on Monday, who hadn't been in the chat before, has not been in touch. And you remember the way it works, guys. If I don't hear from you within 5 days, then the game stays unclaimed and it goes in the pot for somebody else. My guess is that's probably going to be the case, as we're, 3 days now. So that'll stay. I'm not going to take it out until they come forward. Curly, you thief. No, congrats, matey. That's the way it should be. Lots of congrats. Let's see what game you're going to get. We've got hiccups. It's so embarrassing. Stop it, Rokk. Right, starting slow. You've gone past Horizon Zero Dawn. You're definitely not getting Horizon Zero Dawn. You might be getting... Oh, that's actually the game that was won on Monday. Tell you what, mate. We won't let you have that one because I'm going to shuffle this wheel. Can I shuffle it? Yeah. You're going to get another chance, couple of shuffles, because that one is kind of still claimed but hasn't been claimed. And I don't know that it's one that you'd love. So let me spin it again. You get a second chance at a game. You might get Horizon Zero Dawn yet. Let's do it. I'm not going to... Not this time. All right. There we go, dude. Past the dawn. There's that leaves. That's good. You missed that one. Oh. Is it going to be Stranded? Or is it going to be Space Crew Legendary Thingy? Still going. Still going. Oh. Space Crew Legendary Edition. It's actually a really good game. I can't think. Who was it? Somebody claimed it when I had it on the Christmas list. And they love it. Space Crew Legendary Edition is coming to you, my friend. Let's get back to the welcome committee. There we are. So, Curly, I'll sort you out with the code. Can you just pop up on Discord, please, and DM me, and then I will get that code sorted for you, brother. Ha! Love it! There you go. See, I told you, members, more often than not, is the winners of said games. Now then, I think today William is doing some Among Us. He mentioned it on the show last night. I think he does. Does he do Mondays? Or is it Thursdays? I can't remember. Let me have a little sneaky peek over at YouTube. What are you laughing at, Trace? was it my amazing lip syncing, which I thought was very good? Brian Tyler Cohen, he's streaming. He's brilliant. Oh look, Barclay's streaming. Oh bless you, dude. Barclay's doing the crew too. Well, today, guys, get yourselves over to Barclay. I'm going to put a link in the chat because he's a lovely fella. Deserves more love. So I'm going to put a link in the chat. So as we close the show, I want you to pop across and see. I've got to get used to this. The keys have all moved. Delete, Control V. No, it's not that one. Is it that one? Yes. No, that's the names of everybody that entered the draw. Oh no. I'll get used to these keys. Control A. Right, so it's that one. Right, let me grab it again. Barkley, he's a lovely fella. He does a great Crew 2 stream as well. And he does do multi-linguists. There he is. Great. I've got him in the chat, guys. Go and show him some love. Pop over there. Let's call it a little rock raid. And hope and wish him well in his Crew 2 endeavours. He's only got 4 people watching, bless him. Go and make his day, guys. Right, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you so much for Wednesday's shenanigans with Thursday tomorrow. Whew, I might even turn up on a whistle and flute, as they say, in parts of London, because I've got a bit of networking to do, you know how it goes. But guys, have a fantastic rest of your day, whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, doesn't matter. I hope that it is amazing for you. We're going to close out now. I'm going to go and put a little thing in. Yeah, it looked just like a live performance. Did you like it, Trace? See, I know where all the bits are now in the music, so it's how I do it. I might do it again later. I might even just actually sing it. I might just turn it off and do the vocals for it. Great show. Thanks, David. As always, Rokk, great to see you all here. Hope you've all had a great time and have a great rest of your week. Exactly, my friend. Right, I'm getting the hell out. You take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers, guys.